Hurricane Helene is gone, but left behind a trail of disaster.
Due to a planned strike, some of your favorite goods are at risk.
September has come to an end and October festivities are beginning.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Faith Webster.
And I'm Isabella Davis. Hurricane Helene has passed, but the destruction the storm left behind will leave a longer-lasting impact. There are now 115 confirmed deaths from Hurricane Helene across 6 states, at least 47 dead in North Carolina alone. In Asheville, devastating floods have swept through the city in Florida. The storm turned the Tampa Bay region into the state's deadly epicenter with 9 deaths. With 9 dead, the deaths in this region took place in a mandatory evacuation zone. Rescue teams and the National Guard are working hard to restore services to those affected.
Denton County officials reported Friday that a person died and 4 additional people tested positive for West Nile, bringing the total to 14 people that tested positive and 2 dead. West Nile virus spreads through the bite of an infected mosquito. 1 in 5 people infected with the disease will develop symptoms including fever, headache, body aches, vomiting, diarrhea, or a rash. And while there isn't a vaccine, you can reduce your risk by taking steps to prevent mosquito bites by utilizing insect repellent when spending time outside.
I just started putting up all of my Halloween decorations, so it truly is spooky season.
That sounds so fun. But you know what has been spooking me recently is our temperatures still hitting 90 degrees.
I know. Hopefully Tania Burns has a treat and not a trick for our weather report. Tania?
As we take a look at the weather for today, currently it's 85 degrees and it's pretty warm outside today, and it's only going to get warmer as the day goes on. There's not a lot of wind going on today. As you can see, it's 2 miles per hour. But as we take a look at tonight's weather, it gets hotter. It'll be clear though, but the wind will pick up a little bit, but it'll still be warm for most of the day. And now as far as tomorrow's weather goes, it'll be 91 and it'll feel like that as well. So it'll be sunny still, hot, but there'll be a little bit of more wind tomorrow, so it should be fine. But that's all that I have for the first look. Back at the front desk.
The vice presidential candidates, Senator J.D. Vance and Governor Tim Walz, are going to meet on the debate stage tomorrow night in New York City. Vice presidential debates have rarely swayed the outcome of an election. There won't be an opening statement from either candidate, and there won't be an in-studio audience. The 90-minute bout between the candidates is the only scheduled matchup between the two, as the countdown to Election Day narrows down to a month and some change.
Alrighty. With early voting in Texas right around the corner, UNT has set up a way to make registering a breeze. Our live shot anchor, James Peeler, is at the Union to learn more on how to register. James?
I need a prompter to slow down a little bit.
Don't worry, they'll be on campus through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Well, voter registration ends on the 7th and early voting begins on the 21st of October, just 15 days before Election Day. And if you live in Denton County but haven't registered to vote in Denton County, you've still got time. That's all for me. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, James. Coming up, how an upcoming strike could affect you.
And why you may need to check your health insurance. We'll be right back.
See that man over there? Please do not hog weights. Instead, do this. Another important part is having an attentive spotter. See, here is an example of a non-attentive spotter. Instead, do this. Now we head to the track, which should be pretty easy, it's important to pay attention to the way the track goes. Remember to wipe down the equipment after you're done using it. The towels are provided by the gym, so it's pretty easy to wipe down the equipment when you are done. Thank you for using the Pole Recreation Center.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Americans may soon have trouble finding some of their favorite foods and popular products. A major port strike could start this week, preventing many goods getting to retailers. Union workers across 14 port authorities are threatening to walk off the job. Economists say the potential strike would impact the supplies of items such as chocolate, alcohol, fruits, and European cars. The International Longs Horsemen's Association is calling for a $5 pay increase per year over a 6-year contract. This would raise the top hourly wage from $39 to $69, while also keeping its current ban on fully automated equipment.
Texas state officials are acknowledging errors after stripping Medicaid coverage from more than 2 million people, most of them being children. This decision comes after the federal government stopped requiring continuous coverage in April of 2023 and left the decision to the states to determine who was eligible. The state of Texas moved quickly by removing millions from coverage, and many citizens feel as though they were wrongly removed. In May, the federal government launched an investigation addressing delays in eligible applicants' coverage. A federal judge ruled that a part of the Texas law that enacted new voting requirements violated the U.S. Constitution before the ruling. Any person who provided voting harvesting services or helped anyone register to vote in exchange for compensation was committing a third-degree felony, meaning that organizers of outreach organizations and volunteers could spend up to 10 years in prison and fine thousands of dollars for the services. In the ruling, the judge said that there was a widespread confusion as to how the law should be implemented. I cannot wait for sweater weather. I think I just have a better fashion sense in the fall and winter only.
I think if you tried to wear a sweater the past few days, it would be absolutely soaked in sweat.
Exactly. But hopefully our weather anchor, Tania Burns, can tell me it's sweater weather coming up. Tania?
No sweater weather anytime soon. It'll be pretty warm all over North Texas, as you can see, but the lowest is in Graham at 69. But as you get over to Paris or Sulphur Springs, it'll be 71, with the highest being in Bowie, about 75 degrees. But as we take a look across the state, you can see that in El Paso it's 73, with the lowest being 70 degrees in Amarillo, and in 83 in Houston. So I don't think it'll be getting any warmer anytime soon. But now let's take a look at the weather for the rest of the week. All right, so as you can see, it's hot pretty much all week. For today, it'll be up about 94 with the lowest being 74. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it'll be pretty sunny all day with the highest being 95. For the weekend, or from Friday to Sunday, it'll be around 92 with the lowest being 70, a little cloudy, but pretty much sunny all throughout the week. Now back to the front desk.
Thanks, Tania. A new report details just how stalled the housing market is. Per Redfin, just 2.5% of homes on the market have been sold, the lowest turnover rate in 30 years. Homes in suburban and rural areas are being sold more than those in urban areas. This has been attributed to record high home prices and elevated mortgage rates. Economists are hoping the Federal Reserve's recent rate cut can revive a stagnant market.
Despite a long history of fires, a majority of the buildings in the Denton Town Square do not have fire suppression systems. The city's historic square has seen the devastating cost of fires several times over the past 2 centuries. Installing new systems could cost businesses upwards of $100,000 and be a significant disruption if the buildings are occupied.
Up next, Oktoberfest is here. ntTV's segment anchor Kendall Keaton has more on how and when UNT is celebrating.
And what Denton has planned for Halloween. We'll be back shortly.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounce checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh?
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell and I'm joining you here today in the Union Parking Garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our mean green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
Welcome back. The University Programming Council always hosts the best events. I attended one last week where we got to design photo cards out of felt and cute K-pop photos.
I personally got to see what photo cards are made of when attending our UPC event, Felt Photo Card Making. Many came to enjoy this craft together while listening to fun music and sharing the love for K-pop stars. Many gathered and shared conversations about the many different K-pop stars added to their felt photo cards. This event was sponsored by the UPC. This craft started in the Union at the UNT Denton location, and the room began to fill quickly as many love arts and crafts. I know I do. The UPC is a student-run organization sponsoring free events for all students. There are UPC events going on all over campus almost all the time. To find out when and where to find these UPC events, you could get a UPC calendar handed out at the Union, or go to the UPC calendar on the University of North Texas website. University student Marin explains what she made today.
I made a little photo card holder inspired by Lotso Bear from Toy Story. I think he's super cute, and I think it turned out super good.
Stay updated with UPC events by texting UPC to 71444.
The UPC organizer of this event, Helene, explains UPC.
UPC is a student-run organization. We run events for free events for students by students.
I had the best time at this felt photo card making event, and I can't wait to go to more.
Thanks, UPC.
Don't forget to turn the page on your UPC calendars as the month of October begins. This month is full of activities and fun festivities to go to, and I cannot wait to attend. Is anything fun happening on campus this week?
Oh, absolutely. I've got the inside scoop from the UPC calendar, and let me tell you, this week is packed with events. But for tonight, there's something you really don't want to beer without. Our segment anchor, Kendall Keaton, has all the details on an exciting event that's sure to be the worst time if you miss out.
Thanks, guys. That's right. The University Program Council and the University Union is set to host another exciting event here at the University of North Texas. Join them tonight from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the University Union for a vibrant celebration of German heritage at the Oktoberfest. This exciting event will immerse you in the traditions of Oktoberfest, complete with authentic food, games, prizes, and yes, beer for those who are 21 and older, so be sure to bring your driver's license. They will also have a live polka band you can listen and dance to. Don't miss out on a chance to experience the culture, food, and fun that make Oktoberfest a worldwide celebration. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Kendall. So comes the end of September, so begins October, which brings that familiar chill both in the air and down your spine. The city of Denton kicks off 31 days of Halloween tomorrow evening with a Blocktober party and a pumpkin drop starting at 6 p.m. and going until 8 p.m. You can celebrate the Halloween all month long. For upcoming events, head over to the City of Denton's website for all things spooky. Were you at the football game on Saturday?
No, but I heard a lot about it. Our sports anchor, Matthew McDowell, has the latest from the gridiron and will catch us up. Matthew?
Thanks, guys. When we come back, I'll be talking all things Dallas sports and UNT football. Don't go anywhere.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
And now we return to Fabric of Passion.
Oh, Hector, it will be so hard for us to part, but we must.
But, my love, what did I do? I thought we were meant to be together forever.
I am so disheartened to say that you're just not in style anymore. But you will be, to someone else, in a better place.
You're gonna shred me?
No.
I'm donating you to one of the many clothing donation boxes available on campus. There is one in the Union by the Syndicate and one on Union Circle Drive.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say so? I'm gonna be someone's new shirt.
I thought you'd be more distressed.
Oh, absolutely not. It was cramped in your closet anyways.
Maybe you would like to be shredded after all.
Welcome back. UNT has many clubs and organizations. I met with the players from the UNT club rugby team to get a closer look and better understanding of them and the sport.
Ready up.
As student athletes graduate high school and don't play at the next level, they are left with a void for competition. The way these North Texas students fill that void is through the sport rugby.
What originally got you into rugby?
Probably because I was really interested in it and I always did want to try it because I was looking for a new challenge. And actually quite a few guys in the frat were a part of rugby and always pushed me to do it. So I decided to give it a try.
So what led you to decide to play rugby?
So I had a lot of Polynesian friends, specifically from Tonga, and I was really close with them throughout high school. So one day I saw it on TV, and I was kind of like, well, I want to learn how to play rugby. And I really enjoy the physicality of it. I don't know, I have always liked physical sports, and rugby super physical, so, you know. I mean, if you're physically up for the sport, the camaraderie of being on the team it's great. It's definitely a brotherhood to be a part of. Hanging out with the boys is always a great time. Just the community of it, because I don't just play for UNT, I play for other teams as well, and being around the community it's great. Everybody's super friendly, and it's awesome.
You can find more out about them and their schedule on their social media. The Mean Green are staying hot on the football field as they are now 4-1 and 1-0 in conference play after a bulldozing 52-20 win over Tulsa. Quarterback Chandler Morris led the nation in passing yards this Saturday with 439 yards and 5 touchdowns for the year. Freshman running back Mackenzie McGill continues to exceed expectations with 5 rushes for 70 yards and a touchdown. The UNT offense in total had over 600 yards on the day. The Mean Green defense looked good too, with sophomore defensive back Evan Jackson intercepting the ball twice. The defense held Tulsa only 3 points after 3 quarters, allowing the rest in garbage time. UNT has a bye week next week, but take on 2-3 conference opponent FAU on October 12th. The Dallas Stars are on a roll lately. Even though it's only preseason, they are currently 5-0 with their last preseason game this Thursday against the St. Louis Blues. They have their season opener Thursday, October 10th against the Nashville Predators, and their home opener Saturday, October 12th against the New York Islanders. And the Cowboys won their game Thursday night against the Giants, but it wasn't quite a Cowboys standard win. The Cowboys won the game 20-15 and had an impressive performance from star wide receiver C.D. Lamb, catching 7 passes for 98 yards and a touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, the Cowboys were good, allowing 0 touchdowns and holding the Giants to only 15 points. Unfortunately, though, the Cowboys suffered some losses on the defensive side of the ball. Pass rushers DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons both suffered lower body injuries. Lawrence is expected to be out 4 to 8 weeks, and Parsons was diagnosed with a high ankle sprain and wants to be back for the Steelers game but it could be longer than that. The Cowboys play Sunday night next against the 3-1 Steelers with a formidable defense led by outside linebacker T.J. Watt.
Thank you, Matthew. A North Texas drone company broke a Guinness World Record in Mansfield over the weekend. Coppell-based Sky Elements drone says it broke the world record for the most remote-operated multi-rotor drones launching fireworks simultaneously. Wow, these drones keep getting fancier and fancier.
I think I'm starting to like them more than fireworks, especially when it's the biggest show in the world.
Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.